Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Weird angle setting, I know. For those of you who are new to my channel or to the series Confessions of a Christian Woman, I just want to say that I made Confessions of a Christian Woman because I wanted a safe place kind of where I can confess anything that I'm going through, or maybe similar situations to where people are going through, or things that have happened to me, or issues that we deal with. And obviously having God in my life, so dealing with that as a Christian woman, just the things that I face personally. So it's my pure honesty, and it's about my faith, really. So that being said, another thing I want to address, and I always want to address anytime I do Confessions of a Christian Woman, is that for me personally, I always dealt with insecurities and fears of being like radical, or being like too hard on people, or judging people. I don't ever want to come off like that. I know I've said this before, but I have to say it every time, I feel like, because I need any person who clicks on this to understand that my intentions are never to hurt anyone, or to make you feel bad, or to make you think that I think I'm better than anyone. That is not the purpose of any of these videos. Some of the people that I've watched that I actually really like, and I still like them, it's nothing to do with that. I hate this setting. Some of the things that I thought they stood for, I had to question recently. I have noticed that these influencers who have so many followers, and that even, like I said, I have looked up to, when it comes to the hard issues, I feel like everyone just wants to go along with what's trending and what's in society, and so that they could be accepted and never have any controversy, and, you know, look like they're judging. And I get that, but there's going to come a point in your life where you have to stand for what you believe. Christians have a really bad name. I don't like the word Christian. My husband feels the same way, because Christians have warped the name and the religion. I'd rather just be called a believer, a follower of Christ, because I'm in the same category as the KKK. They consider themselves Christians. So do I really want to say that I'm a Christian? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very scary what we've turned Christianity into. I believe the Bible. I stand for the word. I believe what God says, not what the world says. So let's just make that clear. Racism is beyond relevant. It's very, very relevant in today, in the society, in the Christian churches, in politics, in everything. And I feel especially that Christians are really in a fog when it comes to it, and they're really borderline, or they're in like a mindset that they don't think they are, but they're really like feeding into it. I don't want to get into politics, and I don't want to bash anyone. All I'm saying is that racism is very relevant, and I am so against it. And I just wish that more people would open their eyes to the things they say, the things that they allow, the things that they surround themselves with. You know, it boggles my mind. It really does. The amount of people that don't think they're racist, but they say pretty racist things. And that's what's wrong with this country. And I really, really pride myself on the fact that I am married to a man who's so diverse in cultures, and that is able to shed light on a lot of things that maybe if I did marry a white man, I wouldn't be able to see it as clearly. Do you know what I mean? But I know for myself, growing up, I was always, I don't know about fascinated, but I just wanted to be involved in a multicultural setting for whatever reason. I think my school, because it was a private school, but it was just so diverse, and they had literally people from all different countries all over. that maybe that's what triggered it. I don't know. But then when I went away to school, I was like, Mom, I want to go to a school that, because I went to a public college after this, but I went to a private Christian college, and I remember thinking like, all these Christian colleges are all white. Like I don't want to be in an all white school. That's weird, you know. Like I was like, Mom, I need it to be multicultural. Like it needs to be diverse, and I stood firm on that. And then I ended up actually having a Korean roommate, Christina, if you're watching, hi. I don't know. And I'm not bragging or anything. It's just like I wish that more people were more open to more cultures, and not even cultures, just being aware that there is so much racism in this country. And by not saying that and by just ignoring it is not helping either. And that's really all I'm going to get into with racism. Abortion. I do not agree with abortion. Why it's easy for me to say that, not that I've lived through or experienced any kind of circumstances where I would have to face that and say, I have to make a decision, am I having this baby or not? I've never experienced anything. There's certain circumstances where I'm sure the thought maybe goes through your mind. So I can't sit here and say, like, I've been through all that, I experienced it, I didn't have an abortion, you know? It's just that in my heart of hearts, I know that, you know, when they say it's my body, it's women's rights and all that, I could do whatever I want with my body. Okay. But what about the body that's inside your body? Do they have the right to say, I don't want to die or not? Like that, they don't have a choice. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's your body, but that's a life inside you, regardless. So to me, there's no debate. Like, there's just no debate in my mind that killing an innocent life, there's no right to that. And I'm not judging you if you've had one. Like, I know people who have. Like, I am not judging you. I'm simply saying that I don't agree with it. And there's different circumstances. There's people who've been raped. Like I said, I haven't been through that, so I can't say that I understand that feeling and those emotions you have. You know, I just think about my mom. I was the fourth child, and she said that she did not want me. She was on her knees, hysterical crying. Like, she was just done. She was over. Like, her life at that point, when she knew that she was pregnant with me, she was like living in a really bad situation, and she was still married to my dad, and she was like, I don't want this child. I don't want this child. And I think to myself, like, okay, I'm here. What if my mom wanted to get rid of me? I mean, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be here, but I don't know. I just think that, and you know, my mom has told me like how much of a blessing I am to her. And if she did get rid of me, like, she would never know. I'm so emotional. I think it's the birth control. Honestly, I never cry. I've been crying lately so much. Get it together. Wow. I don't judge anyone for getting it. I just I want to state to the open that I am pro-life. And like I said, if I knew that you had one and we were having a conversation in person and you were a subscriber of mine, like, I wouldn't look at you like you're a horrible person. Like, I really wouldn't. These are my real, true confessions, and I love you guys. And I just want to really encourage the people who are believers to always stand for what you believe, and always seek truth, and always seek what God says rather than what the world says, and even what pastors say sometimes, because even these pastors, they don't follow the actual word of God, and you have to be careful. You have to be in the word. That's why it's so important to know the word and live by that, and not by what your emotions are, not by what we think is right. And I think that's what's challenging. It's the most challenging thing. It's challenging to stand for what you believe, to live like that, and to go against society. But I encourage you guys to stand for what you believe always. Comment your thoughts. Comment your thoughts, your belief, if you agree or disagree. And I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. And yeah.